equals 0. So you're calculating f of 0. Can you calculate that for us, please?
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was gonna have more to do with
It
like
does. It's just the instructor did this in a weird order.
Okay, yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't need to erase my whole thing, but
You can do a second entry to get it back. Would you like me to show you that?
second.
Entries above enter. That will recall the last 10 lines if you need
That's
it
sweet,
to.
dude. Okay, 0. Let's see. And then one more. It's just 0.
Try again.
Or did I do something wrong?
Well, it is not 0. This is what you should enter into your calculator.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, I accidentally deleted the plus.
Wow, calculator's stupid. It only does what you tell it to do. So it only does what you input. It doesn't know that you meant to do something else.
Yeah. Okay, well it's 13.479.
Okay. Now we could, do you want us to answer the what does it mean and does this make sense?
Yeah, I wasn't because our teacher didn't even go over that part. Like he gave us the answer, but he didn't tell us what that even means.
Yeah. Are you driving yet?
Yeah,
If your car is turned on and you're not moving, how fast are you going?
0 miles an hour.
So that's what that means. At 0 miles per hour,
Yeah,
the fuel
okay.
economy is 13.479 miles per gallon. That's why they generally recommend that you turn off your vehicle if you're not driving it. That's why electric cars or hybrids don't run the engine when they're at a light. You get the worst fuel economy when you're at idle.
Okay.
Does this make sense? I have no idea. I mean, it's some weird problem. Sure, you can say yes. Usually they want you to say yes. No,
Yeah.
answer questions like that. All right, we're gonna skip 6 to come back to because it's out of order. 7 should be the next one to do. This is where we're gonna go back to the graphing calculator. Sorry, did we skip 5? Oh no, we didn't do 5. 5, we're gonna go back to the graphing calculator for 5, 7, 5 and 7, and we're gonna go back to the graphing calculator. Okay. So I'm gonna go grab the graph. Okay. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna actually do it on there. So we're looking for the vertex. So we're gonna do a second calc math, and it's gonna say left bound or left or something. I think it's gonna say left. I don't know if it says left bound or left. You're gonna choose something to the left of it. Like how far left? That's up to you. You don't have to get too far away. Social distance, kind of somewhat far away, not too far away. You're gonna hit
Yeah.
enter. Then it's gonna ask you for the right bound. You're gonna go somewhere right of it. Make sure it's right of it. I don't know where you go, just go right of it. We're gonna do it together, but that's it. And then it's gonna say to guess. You just stay right where you're at. You're gonna hit enter. Right. It'll make more sense when we do it. Let's go back
Okay.
to
I think I got it.
maybe you already got it. All right. What did you come up with?
45.487802.
Okay, that is correct from what I remember. Any questions on that?
No, that one I get.
Okay, so actually this will go pretty fast then. So we're gonna do 7 next.
Okay.
We'll come back to 6. All right. X-intercepts. So you're gonna do a second calc 0, which I believe is like number 2.
Yeah.
It's going to again ask you for the left bound. So we're interested first. We're going to do the one on the left here first. That it's roughly where that red dot is. So left bound is somewhere there. That's left bound. You want to choose a point left of it. Then you want to choose a point right of it.
Yeah.
And then you want to guess at the same place and hit enter. Are you able to follow that? Give me that value.
Yeah, I got I don't know if I did this right. Negative 15 point
Okay,
44594.
sure. Sounds good. So let's do the same thing for the other one. You got to do a second alpha 0 again. This time your left is a little bit above. That's okay. Your right's a little bit below.
Okay.
And then your guess is going to be in the same spot.
Okay, 106.42.
Okay. So those are your x-intercepts. Does this make sense for this question? The answer is no. Reason it doesn't make sense is that you're talking about miles per hour. So this is the only region that makes sense. The part that's in the first quadrant where x is positive. And y, I'm sorry, where y is positive, where the miles per hour is positive.
Hmm.
So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, basically like can't have negative speeds,
Yeah.
can't have negative miles per gallon,
Okay.
regardless of what, people with electric vehicles tell you. Like that doesn't happen. Um, so that that's the answer to this one is these two numbers you just found. More importantly, is you correctly know how to use second calc 0 to find them, and you know how to find second calc max for the vertex.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, next. Domain and range. Okay. So I've kind of alluded to it in that graph there. The the domain and range that makes sense is based on these points here. This is 0, 13.479. This is 106, 0. And this point up here, we didn't get the y value for it. I should have had you get the y value for it. Can you do that real quick? The vertex y value.
Yeah.
Second calc max again.
Okay. For the Y? For which part? Sorry. Yeah.
I'm asking you to I'm asking you to give me the y value for the vertex, the second calc max. You'll have to do the left and the right again.
Okay. Uh, it's 30.44.
Right. All right. So we need that for the range. All right. So the domain here is the x values. The domain goes from 0 to the 106. Basically, it's like you could be going anywhere from 0 to 106 miles per hour.
Okay.
And it is true, you do get lower fuel economy the faster you go. That is absolutely true. Um, the range is the smallest y value, which is 0. You could get 0 fuel economy, I suppose. all the way up to the y value at the max, 30.44.
Okay.
All right, now we can go back and do 6. We needed this information to do 6. So I'm going to grab this graph here. It's increasing when it's going up and to the right. There it's increasing. It's decreasing when it's going down and to the right. And we only care about the x values. So increasing from 0 to 45.487. Notice that's the x value there.
Yeah.
And then decreasing 45.487 to 106.
Okay.
All right, I think that's everything for this problem. Any questions on how to use the calculator or anything we did there?
No, I think I'm getting it more.
All right.
Let me just write the increase and decrease. Okay, I'm good.
All right, so there's the next question here I see is another graphing one.
Yeah.
All right, so this one, it's another quadratic. It opens down. We know that by the negative in front. X is the number of years since 1980. And we need to get this into the calculator here. So I guess we'll just graph it again. Work on the window. Let me share the calculator there. So let's see, let me turn this on, clear. All right, so this I was referencing earlier. You want to clear it out by hitting the clear button.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, maybe you were hitting delete. I don't know, but you should see a fresh,
Yeah, I'm good now. I don't know what was
okay.
on my thing
All right,
earlier, the aftermath or
339
something.
x squared plus 16.579. Most of the mistakes are made entering this into the calculator, so you might double check it after you enter it.
Okay. 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 I looked at the graph. It looks super weird.
If you use the same window, so one of the things you can do here, and it sometimes works, is you hit zoom and you go down to where it says zoom fit. And so what the calculator tries to do is fit the graph into the window.
Yeah.
Does it work? Sometimes. So it kind of works. What we're going to do here is go back and modify the window, but you can see it kind of worked. So what I'm noticing here is like we need to go further up on the Y, but we don't need as much down on the Y. Left and right look okay. So I'm gonna go to the window and I'm gonna change the Y max to like 1,000. It's gonna
Okay.
double it. And then the Y min maybe go minus 500. And then the scale, kind of play around with that. We'll say 10. I'm sorry, 100, not 10.
Okay.
All right, and I'm at the graph button. This is a little better. All you're trying to do is get a window where you can actually see stuff.
Yeah.
So there's three things that I want you to find: the two x-intercepts and then the vertex.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back to the screen and write them down as you tell me them. Let me know if you have any questions on how to do that.
Do
It is a little tedious, but good practice.
that. Okay.
All right, you got those values for me?
Yes. Um, so for the vertex, I got, are we just trying to find the y?
We want x and y for the vertex.
Okay. 24.45 is x and y is 535.57.
Okay.
So the x-intercept on the left is x equals negative 15.29.
Great. And on the right?
The right one was kind of like, I don't know, my answer was a little felt maybe a little off, but x equals 64.2.
Okay. Why did
I,
it feel off?
I couldn't get the point like directly at the x
You're using
intercept.
you're using second calc 0.
Yeah,
You're not tracing.
I know. I just like I
Okay.
know, but when I traced it, it's like um because you go find like the middle point after you find the left and the right, right?
No, you just guess at the same place, the right bound. You always guess the right bound. Like the calculator's looking for a guess. It's using what's called Newton's method, which you don't need to know. But let me show you real quick because like it's not meant to be complicated. Second calc 0. Okay. So you go left of it, anywhere left of it. You agree that that's left of the 0 there?
Okay, I thought it had to be like a little more closer, I guess.
Does not have to be close. Hit enter, go right of it, right there, right of it. Do you agree with that? Roughly
Yeah.
right of it somewhere. Hit enter. You always guess there. Now your answer is correct. This is 0, 1e to the minus 10.
Okay.
Just have a little more confidence. Think you're doing okay on that.
Okay.
All right. So now that we have these, we can answer. Oh, we need the y-intercept, which we don't actually need the calculator for. Y-intercept is 0, 332.875. Okay. What does the y-intercept mean? This is that whole interpret thing. You really got to
Yeah.
go back to the words here. It says in 1980, that's the base year. That's the number of cable network subscriptions in thousands. So you almost need a sentence. This is for part, snip of it. Um, what does the y-intercept mean? It means in 1980, there were 332.875 thousand cable subscriptions. We are currently on the decline of the.
Yeah.
All right. I might need to step away for like 5 minutes here or less, but let's talk about 4, 5, and 6. You have the x-intercepts. 2030 is the x value of 50. Why is that? Why is that 50, do you think?
Um. Wait, where's the 50 coming from?
Oh, good question. What's the base year?
1980.
So 2030 minus 1980 is 50.
Oh, okay, okay. Um. Okay, so you can
You're
just
putting
calculate.
50, you're putting 50 in for x back into the original function
Okay.
here. For the increasing and decreasing, I'm going to highlight those again. Whoa, I guess this isn't going to work. Um, there's the in. Oh, I guess they just want the decreasing. So the decreasing is just going when it's going down here. I'm going to step away. I'll be right back as soon as I can.
Okay.
All right, I am back. Um, did you calculate this for x equals 50?
Yeah, I'm putting it in. Hold on. Okay, I got 314.325.
For 2030?
Yeah.
Okay, that was reasonable. That's in thousands. You might have to say that in thousands.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so the decreasing is from the x value of the vertex all the way down to 0.
Okay. Is it from 24.45 to 64.2?
Perfect. Okay. What does it mean? So it means that cable subscriptions are on the decline. So people have a lot more options like ditching cable and just streaming, satellite. I don't know, nothing.
Yeah, that might be the best one.
I don't know. Depends on your age group. If you're certain age, you still want cable because it's convenient. All right, I think that is the two calculator questions. You think you'll get a calculator on the rest of the test?
Um, what do you mean?
Like sometimes some teachers break it up into calculator, no calculator.
Hopefully we have. I think he'll allow it for the whole thing.
Okay, well, let's not be hopeful. Would find out if you're asking me. Uh, Hope is a great thing, but you know, you can prepare to plan, or how does that go?
Yeah.
Prepare to fail. Plan to prepare, prepare to fail. So on to unit 2 now. Does that sound good?
Yep. This looks
All right.
easier.
I believe it is, yeah. This might have been some of the things we've actually worked on in the past. So there are two pieces to this. There are two pieces to this piecewise function. Um, I want you to decide which piece you're using for each of the following here, or at least for the first one. Can you tell me whether it's the first or the second piece?
Okay. -3 is um number one.
That is right. So could you put that -3 into the top piece and tell me what you get?
Yes. -2.
Okay, agreed.
Um, -1 is number two.
Uh, it's the second one. Yep. So could you calculate that for us?
Uh, that would be -4.
Agreed. And how about f of 0?
Um, it's number two again.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is that?
Wait, 0 squared is still 0, right? Okay. -5.
Okay. Okay. Any questions on that?
No, it's pretty simple.
All right. So the next thing here is to graph it in the table. So you're gonna the teacher's been pretty kind here to kind of tell you which one to use. Now, the thing that they haven't specified is whether it's an open or a closed circle. So these two symbols are open circles, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to is closed.
Okay, yeah, I remember that a little bit.
All right. So the next thing here is these are the X's, these are the Y's. Um, you're gonna want to fill in the table here, but you have to go in the right direction. So see how the one on the left less than -1, so it's -1, -2, -3, those are all less than. This is an open circle. On the right, it's starting at -1, but it's bigger than or equal to, so 0 and 1.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe one time.
So go ahead and fill in that table for us, please.
Okay, all good. For the first one, I got 4, 1, and -2.
Okay, good. And then for the other one,
-4, -5, and -4.
good. All right. So the way to graph this is to make sure you go. It's like directional. It's like, okay, left of -1. So you start with these points, -1, 4. Put an open circle there. -2, 1, -3, -2. But it's directional, so it's to the left. Don't make that arrow go beyond that.
Okay. You only filled in one open
No, then
circle?
you go to the other, then you go to the other side. Yeah. Well, the one on the left's the open circle.
Okay, I was like, sorry.
So on the right, it's -1, 4, the -4. So it's down here. 0, -5, 1, -4. So you don't have enough
Yeah.
to know what it is, but so you might want to do one more point, maybe one more point. I
Okay.
mean, it's kind of you got to be careful that you don't miss what it actually looks like, because it is a quadratic.
So 2, -1.
Yeah. You need enough points to know what the graph looks like. This one's a quadratic.
Hmm.
So any questions on the graphing of that?
No, I think I get it.
All right, so the next thing here underneath this x-coordinate discontinuity, it's really a calculus thing. I don't know why your teacher's emphasizing this. It's out of scope, but they are. Um, the x-coordinate is where there's this break between them, and it's typically the break between the pieces. So it's at -1. And then I don't know how you're supposed to know this, but it's a jump discontinuity. Maybe you can imagine jumping between them.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
not. All right. Um, Next thing is we can talk about end behavior. All right. We're pretty much out of timer. I'm gonna be right back with you.
Okay.
All right, Jack, I am back. Let's do the end behavior real quick. If you're
Yeah.
still with me,
Yeah.
dealing with a electrical problem.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. So we would say as x goes to infinity, that's to the right. So that's over here at A. What happens to y? What happens to the y values?
Um, goes to -1,
Nope. How far up does A go?
infinity.
Okay,
Oh,
there you go. As x goes to negative infinity, so this is at B. How far down is that going?
um, -infinity.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Now middle behavior. This is really stupid. I don't know why it does this. Nobody ever wants this. So the middle behavior is where that break is. So this is going to be unclear why, but it's as x goes to -1 from the left. So we'll call that C.
Okay.
What is the y value there?
Um, at C,
Yep,
4.
looks like it's
Yeah.
4. Yeah. So then and then we put a little. All right. As x goes to -1 from the right, we'll put a D there. That's point D. What's the y value there?
Um,
Looks like it's -4.
-4. Yeah.
Okay. That is everything for tonight. So we got another lesson tomorrow.